So welcome. We have David Allen Grier and Craig Robinson joining us here for a special interview today about Peeples. They've cracked open the wine Lionsgate sent over. We got this t-shirt, we got a cool bag. And guys, I saw the movie, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And I thought it was interesting that you both are kind of a little bit like your characters in real life. I mean, you studied Shakespeare at the Yale School of Drama, and you were actually a music teacher.
Yes, I taught K-8 music in Chicago for several years before I came out to Hollywood. So it was fun to draw on that and play with the kids in the movie and get that energy again.
Did you write the song?
I did not write the song.
Yeah?
Stephen Bray wrote that song. He wrote that song. He wrote the What's a Brother Gotta Do? The Draws on the Floor song, and also the disco song, Turn You On.
Oh, cool.
He got to play with all the genres.
Do you think the judge would be impressed with your background at Yale?
He would be mildly impressed.
Oh, yeah?
Begrudgingly.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to give it to you.
Yeah, begrudgingly impressed, if you know what I mean.
Well, I also heard that you're really big into motorcycles.
I'm just really big.
Well, somehow you still managed to ride a motorcycle.
It's uncomfortable, but I do ride it.
Well, how was it riding all these bicycles in the movie?
That was easy. I have motorcycles, but then I have a daughter, so once my daughter was born, I could not ride as much as I want to. The bicycle thing was easy. The only thing is the bicycles, these were not conducive to high-performance bicycle riding. They're like beach cruisers.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was riding a girl's bike. It was not
yeah?
properly fitted.
Aw.
Yeah, so it was not cool.
Well, you know, of course, everyone's familiar with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, hugely popular show, all right? But, you know, they had this thing where Will Smith didn't quite fit into Bel-Air, and Carlton, you know, he didn't
Here's
fit in,
a little
right?
story.
Okay.
I'm about to
Right? Everybody loved
Bel-Air.
that. But then in this movie, what I love about it is the
Wait,
Peeples.
the other part goes, and then I get married, and we have an open marriage, and we, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
That's part
That's you just hum that part. You just hum it. But you know, so like the thing I love about this movie is that the Peeples are just a fixture of the Hamptons community, and the movie's really colorblind, and it gets its humor from other aspects, you know, more universal aspects. What do you think of that evolution?
People have money. People with money behave the same way. I mean, there's no real color to money. It's green.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not, oh, you are really black rich or white rich. That's really Chinese rich. No, people with money want to buy big houses and nice things. I think Tina, a lot of the stuff in the movie was kind of culled from her personal experience. The thing I like about it is Grace, it's not like Grace is 22. She's lived.
That's
You know,
Kerry
she's-
Washington's character.
Exactly,
Yeah.
my daughter, and we all know that. So as a family, there's two things going on. One is she's already brought home a couple of knuckleheads, a dude that was too old,
Yeah.
somebody that wasn't right, the poet, the this, and now him. So it's all that. I'm sure I paid for a couple of wedding parties already that didn't work out. So he's not the first dude. That's why I think that's feeding into this, you know, who is this dude? You know?
Is that where that was coming from?
Well, she didn't tell him. She didn't tell you, did she?
No. She didn't tell me a lot of stuff. This movie's, speaking of human problems, it's about a lot of secrets, and yeah, it's definitely a class thing more than a race thing.
Definitely, I like that. And also, you know, speaking of secrets and stuff, I liked the message of acceptance in the movie. You don't see that a lot, especially from a comedy. You know, and in light of what's happened with Jason Collins coming out and saying, oh, it was particularly hard because he was a black man, what do you hope audiences, you know, do you think this message is something that you hope they hear more?
I hope so. I mean, I think Tina definitely wanted to be inclusive in her writing. But the comedy of that is at the dinner table, I really feel like if Craig's character would have said, you know, Judge Peeples, you know one of your kids is gay. I think Judge Peeples said, I know my children. There's no one gay at this table. One thing I know is my children. You know, which is that we've all had that. Your parents think they know you, but there's so much about our lives when we're younger that we hide from our parents. And then there's a constant discovery of, you're like me? You were once, you know, a musician, or you hitchhiked across Europe, all that stuff. Right?
I haven't gotten to that point with my parents ever.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of knowing.
You're still in
of
the
finding,
secret stage,
yes,
right?
of finding out that, you know, this happened or that happened. Never got there.
My father's told me some stuff that's really, I don't need to know that.
Well, you guys have such a great vibe. What was it like on set? I mean, a lot of comedic films today are improvised. Was there like improvisation going on? Was it all Tina's script?
Oh no, we had a lot of opportunities to improvise, and Tina was very encouraging of that. And, you know, we want to honor her words as well, of course. But once you do a few takes, you start to loosen up and you know, well, let's try this and try that. So it was very collaborative.
Yeah.
I do think sometimes people think improv is like Craig, David, it's water, wine, action!
Right.
So it's not really like that.
Oh, paint a better picture for us. You know, without giving away any
it's
trade
what-
secrets.
Well,
what's
no,
it
it's
more
what
like?
Craig was saying. Tina wrote this wonderful script. If there were parts of a scene that she felt weren't being conveyed the way it was on the page, she would just tell us, we need you to fill this or play with it. You know,
Great.
extend it, she would leave the camera on, and we'd go with it. You know,
The
see what
scene where I was saying all the old black people.
Oh, yeah, I loved that. Yeah.
It was all of us just throwing out names,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it just kept getting longer and longer and longer till it carried over to the next scene.
Oh, that's great. So originally it wasn't going to play like that. You guys just took it to that extra level.
Exactly.
You were urged.
That's a good example of improv.
Oh, that's great. My last question for you is, I'm very excited about your movie, This Is the End. All
Thank
right?
you.
And I've predicted that at the very least it's going to, you know, take a bite out of the Man of Steel's box office. All right? How do you feel about taking Superman on in just a few weeks?
Oh, we're looking forward to it. We've been we knew it was Superman was coming out like when we were filming it, but it's I don't even know if that's the same kind of audience who are going to run to see both. But people are excited about this movie. We're excited about it. We had a lot of fun shooting that in New Orleans. And then just before that, don't forget Raptorpalooza, June 7th. What's up?
But wait, haven't they done like Superman 5 times?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
I want to go see Superman. This one's totally different.
Oh, yeah.
He flies.
And he still has that cape on.
Right. He's still young
think
and
he
white,
should lose that.
but a different actor's playing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Spider-Man. They've done that. It's too much.
We're up against Superman. This movie, Peeples, is up against Iron Man.
Bring it on.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Counter programming.
Okay,
Right?
you're on a date. Now be serious and be honest. Let's go see a movie. Where are you going to Iron Man?
Great Gatsby.
Oh no, don't. Okay, Great Gatsby. Great Gatsby. Let me talk. Iron Man, Superman, We the Peoples.
I have to say that there's a lot of time in the weekend, but We the Peoples would definitely be up there, because I really loved it.
You're a politician.
I
like that.
loved it.
You didn't.
But I would see it over Man of Steel.
That's
I
like
have-
a threesome. I was like, let's have a threesome. I'm gonna say something. Life is long, and a lot of stuff to do.
Wow.
So that's up there. But let's just see what happens. I like that. You didn't commit.
Well, I have to tell you, I just shot my review of your film right before you came in here, and I recommended it highly.
Great.
Whoa, where can we read
Because
it?
your
What's
voice
the name?
went up. Your voice went up. I don't know.
No, I promise.
You could have turned left and went like, what was that?
You know what I said? I'll tell you honestly what I said. I said it could be a box set with Meet the Parents and The Proposal.
There you go.
Very nice.
And was there a performance of a particular actor that really stuck
You know,
out?
I was like not so sure, but when we got to the Hamptons and you came, I was like
Yeah.
sold.
Did you see my jiggly scene? Oh, it was so sad.
With the skinny dipping?
Yes. Those people really, remember they're naked?
Were they really?
They were walking around just out.
Were you?
And it was
No.
cold that day. It was very cold.
Yes, no.
You had to see everything. So is that still in your mind, like your character says?
Yes.
There were some things that were trimmed literally from that. Because at one point he goes, "You gonna hop over Craig's head? Just hop over his head. I was like, no, please don't do that.
Before you go, will you both sign my shirt?
Absolutely.
Please, it's a People's shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know it.
So you guys are doing the big publicity tour?
Well, yeah, when you come to a place like Movie Line, that's pretty top shelf.
Movieline.com. I'm
Thank
about to
you.
go read your review.
Talking to people like yourself.
Oh, it's going to be a video review. It's
Oh,
going
a video.
up.
I'm
Yeah.
about to go look up your video review.
Please do.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Movieline.com?
And also YouTube.com. So that's
YouTube.
be on the channel. I'll send you the link.
Okay, awesome.
It was so nice talking to
Thank
both of
you.
you.
Thank
Good luck
you.
this weekend. I don't think you'll need it.